Hello everyone, myself Elmate Archana, Department of Pharmacognosy, Danan College of Pharmacy, Latur. Today, through this presentation, we are going to discuss the topic case study of turmeric and neem. So, this case study of turmeric and neems, these are the patent issue and challenges. Patent issues related to the turmeric and neem. This turmeric is patented, this turmeric is well known for its wound healing activity, whereas this neem, Azadirachta indica, is well known for its pesticide or antifungal effects. So, let's see one by one. First is the turmeric. The source for this turmeric or the part of this turmeric is it consists of the dried rhizomes of plant, that is Curcuma longa Linn, and it belongs to the family Gingiveraceae. So it is well known for its wound healing activity. The health benefits of this turmeric or Curcuma longa are: it is a great anti-inflammatory agent, it improves digestion, it prevents Alzheimer's disease, it helps to prevent the gas, also it helps to prevent the cancer, it improves the skin conditions like eczema, it is a strong blood purifier, natural antiseptic, and it helps to lower the cholesterol level. Also, it helps to reduce the side effect of chemotherapy. It boosts immune system. It is a natural liver detoxifier and it controls the diabetes. So, these are the some health benefits of turmeric. So, what is the issue? What is the case study of this turmeric? An US patent on turmeric was awarded to the University of Mississippi. Two researchers, that is Soman K. Das and Harihar Kohli, in May 1995 for its wound healing activity. 2 years later, a complaint was filed against this patent by Indian Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, that is CSIR, and in short the patent is cancelled. This patent is given by the USPTO office. Then what is the case in this? What is patented? The turmeric rhizomes for its wound healing activity. The patenting authority is US Patent, and the patent holder, that is the researcher from Mississippi University. There are two researchers. Name of the two researchers are Soman K. Das and Harihar Kohli. So once when they get the patent or when they granted the patent for this turmeric as an wound healing agent by United States Patent and Trademark Office, then after this granting patent, this patent was challenged by the Indian Council for Scientific and Industrial Research in 1996, and Industrial Research CSIR, when it is challenged, then on the basis of ground of prior art, that is the existing public knowledge. This CSIR recommended the re-examination process for this patent. The CSIR claimed that turmeric has been used for thousands of years for its wound healing activity and rashes. So therefore, its medical uses was not novel. When Indian Council for Scientific and Industrial Research filed a re-examination case with the US Patent Office challenging the patents on the grounds of prior art, that is existing public knowledge, then the claim had to be backed by written documentation claiming the traditional wisdom. Then the CSIR submitted a documented proof in the form of research paper, which is published in 1953 in the Journal of Indian Medical Association. And then the US patent upheld the objection and cancelled the patent in 1997. So this USPTO upheld these objections and revoked the patent in its entirety in April 1998. It backed its decision on the grounds of lacking novelty and obviousness of the invention. So this is the case of turmeric, in which the objection or re-examination process case is filed by CSIR. In response to the re-examination case, the CSIR submitted or CSIR claim was supported by documentary evidence of traditional knowledge, including the ancient Sanskrit text as well as the paper published in 1953 in the Journal of Indian Medical Association. So this is related to the turmeric. Next case, that is the neem, case study of neem or neem patent. In this case, this neem, it is obtained from, or this neem tree that is source for this Azadirachta indica is a tropical evergreen tree native to India and is also found in other southeast countries. The seed, bark and leaves contain compounds with proven antiseptic, antiviral, antipyretic, anti-inflammatory, anti-ulcer and antifungal properties. So this neem, or the most of the trees are there. The tea tree of Australia, ginkgo biloba of China, ginseng of Korea and aloe vera of Mexico are the huge money spinners in the blooming of alternative therapy marketplace of the West. But this neem of India can emerge as the biggest player of them all if India wakes up in time and takes charge and leads by farming policies and encouraging its use in farmlands. The patent was rejected on the basis that products derived from genetic resources like peanut oil, sugar cane or corn cannot be patented. So there were near about 15 companies that are tried to get patents on neem products and about 70 patents were rejected till the date. So what is the case study of neem, or what is this case? In 1971, the US timber importer Robert Harrison observed that the tree's usefulness in India and began importing neem seeds to his company headquarters. Then he conducted the safety performance test of neem, and then 3 years later he sold his invention to the US Department of Agricultural and Multinational Chemical Corporation W.R. Grace and Company. In 1992, the W.R. Grace and Company secured its right to the formula that used the emulsion from the neem trees and seeds to make a powerful fungicide. So, in applying for the patent, the company has argued that it has used an extract of trees seed to make a new fungicide, but the Indian claimed that its patent was not sufficiently novel as Indian farmers have used these fungicides for decades. The Indian and members of the Green Party in European Union opposed the patent because they believed that rights of the poor farmers in developing countries will be harmed. The neem patent became the first to challenge European and US patent on the grounds of biopiracy. So, the Indian scientists argued that the Indians have known the medicinal properties of neem long back, and the European Patent Office, that is EPO, who had granted the patent, had accepted the arguments offered by Indian scientists and rejected the order of US Patent Office to award the patent to W.R. Grace and Company. And the victory is a result of 4-year-long efforts by Research Foundation for Science, Technology and Environment. So, this EPO revoked a patent on the basis of lack of inventive steps and novelty. The criteria for patentability involves novelty or technical step or inventive step, which means your invention should be new, which is not in public domain. That is the case related to the NEEM. So that's why the NEEM patent, which is granted to the multinational chemical corporation W.R. Grace & Co., was rejected. So in this case, a small country like Korea could successfully globalize its national treasure, ginseng, with an integrated approach, active research and development. So, positive promotions. It is a hallmark of the success of Korean farmers and governmental efforts. India must draw lessons from this example. There are most of the examples are there. The neem tree originates from the Indian subcontinent and not grows in the dry region of more than 50 tropical countries around the world. But this, as all of us know, the neem tree has multiple uses. It is mentioned in the Indian text written over 2000 years ago and has been used for centuries by legal local tribal communities in agricultural as an insect and pest repellent, also in humans and veterinary medicines. So most of the examples are there. For example, tea tree of Australia, ginkgo biloba of China, and ginseng of Korea, or aloe vera of Mexico are the huge money spinners in the blooming of alternative therapy marketplace of the West. So NEEM of India can emerge as the biggest player of them all. And if India wakes up in time and takes charge and leads by forming policies and encouraging its use in farmlands. The patent was rejected on the basis that products derived from genetic resources, for example like peanut oil, sugar cane and corn, etc., cannot be patented. So there were near about 50 companies that tried to get patent on neem products and about 70 patents were rejected. So all this related to the patent issues and challenges, or this case study of curcuma and case study of neem. In case of curcuma patent, the CSIR agreed and cancelled the patent of curcuma for its wound healing activity, whereas in case of neem, the European Patent Office, the Indian scientists argued the Indians have known medicinal properties of neem long back, and they argued their objections towards the European Patent Office, and that European Patent Office accepted that arguments by the Indian scientists and rejected the order of US Patent Office to the patentee. And finally, thank you.